So Elizabeth has asked me to give an update on Arc Thrift with their conference. And so I'm very pleased to do that. Um, we have had a challenging year for the first 3 quarters of our fiscal year. We put in new pricing programs that I think as we finish our last quarter in September will make a difference for us. I think it will help us have a more successful year next year. We are adding a second store in Albuquerque um, before year end. We're adding our first store in Glenwood Springs before year end this year. And we're also adding a store in San Antonio, Texas next year. Given the volume of stores we have in Colorado, 36 stores, there now are fewer opportunities for identifying new store locations because we're somewhat saturated here. So going forward, our emphasis will be on new markets in Texas and New Mexico, where we hope to add at least a store each market every year going forward. We have great managers in those states who have families in those states. They're some of the best managers we've had in the history of the company, which takes a lot of the risk out of opening new stores. We will be employing people with IDD in those states. We will be supporting the community in those states, like we do in Colorado. We will be giving a small percentage of sales to the ARC of New Mexico and ARC of Texas as we enter those states. And we believe that those states will be very successful for us and help us increase the earnings for our company, that in turn help us increase distributions. So we're hoping to increase distributions 5% or more going forward. That will be dependent on how we do as a company into next year. We'll know more about that in February. Will it be 3% or 5% or what have you? But we are committed as a company and as a management team and as a board of directors to prioritize and increasing earnings so that you can increase your distributions, as we'll very much appreciate the work that you do. We now have 2,000 employees. When I started, we had 500. We now have 500 employees with intellectual disabilities. When I started, we had 10. We continue to do the wonderful supplemental programs for them, our ARC University, which is a very important program in the lives of our ambassadors. A social program we call ARC Ambassadors. A community service program we will be International Citizens. A century-old organization that supports people with disabilities all around the world. 20,000 members in 25 countries. We have a past president of the International Civic Hands who works with us on our own Civic Hands program for our ambassadors. We have joined by someone who is president-elect who also works with us, where we do community service projects on a monthly basis. And our ambassadors pick projects to do. They might collect socks for the homeless. They might write letters to seniors and assisted living. They might be cookies for the police. They elect their own officers. They're very proud of giving back in the way they've been here. On our social program, we visit museums, breweries, do karaoke and other fun activities. In Art University, you have the ability to earn degrees for participation in monthly classes. I believe we have the best employment program for people with intellectual disabilities anywhere in the world. Our teams remain committed. Our prospects, I think, are pretty good going forward. If you have any questions on this update, feel free to contact me directly. Have a great conference. I'm sorry to miss it. I'm in Sharjah, UAE at a Inclusion International World IDD Congress. Hundreds of attendees from probably 50 or more countries. So I look forward to the learning process there. I'll be talking about our employment program there, hoping them to encourage others to get involved more deeply in IDD. Have a wonderful conference.